Kyrie Jesu Domine, dona eis requiem.
Morning. I thought about putting a warning siren on this one, but really not. I mean, it's more asking a question, so, nobody should be offended by questions. If you're the type of person who is offended by questions, you might as well self-quarantine and stay off the internet for the rest of your life. Because one of the things about humanity is we like to ask questions, if for no other reason to try to understand, to get where people are coming from. We have a question on our marquee right now for the church, asking why are so many people waiting to be offended. And it's actually a question that our director of religious education here at the parish put up there. It's a variation on one of my frequent homily comments, is that as Christians, we cannot go around waiting to be offended. Because if you're waiting to be offended, you will find offense everywhere. And the more easily you are offended, the more telling it is both of your ego, that it's massive, and that other people can actually control you easier. Doesn't mean we shouldn't find some things offensive. If you're deliberately trying to offend me, if you're attacking me personally, a family member or a friend, I probably will get offended. I'm not a robot. If you're deliberately trying to insult me, there's a good chance I may find it offensive. Now here's the thing. If you're deliberately trying to insult me, get ready for the bounce back. Because when it comes to words, I may not turn the other cheek. If you're going to give me crap, you better be prepared to take it. It's not, I don't consider myself a punching bag for Jesus, nor should any other Christian. But even if you insult me, I'm not going to physically attack you. Again, it goes back to what I said last week, I think. We need to get back to sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. We need to get back to that. Because if you're easily offended, your ability to deal with the rest of humanity is going to be greatly impaired. Now, you can make fun of all kinds of things that I hold dear that I do not take personally. That it is not a personal attack against me. Questions should never be seen as a personal attack by anybody. Disagreements should not be seen as a personal attack by anybody. That people disagree with us shouldn't be an issue. Of course, there are going to be people to disagree with us. I mean, we have a humongous planet full of people. None of us are on the same page about any given topic. So, a little more patience, a little more kindness, a lot more humility, and then perhaps begin to examine in your own life, what are the things that you find offensive? What are the attitudes, the behaviors, the actions that offend you, and why? And be able to know those. The word going around probably the last couple of years is, oh, you're triggered by this. No, I don't think as Christians we should be really triggered by anything. I want, full possession of my emotional reaction at all times if I can. If I am a Christian and I'm letting my emotional reactions drive my life, I am surrendering a lot of my personal autonomy, that I'm letting other people control it. And I don't know how you can be happy that way. If your emotional response is constantly being dictated by others' interaction with you, how are you ever going to be a peaceful person or a happy person? Again, you just become tweaked for the next offense. You're waiting for the next, battle. And I think that's a very unfortunate way to live. Always be prepared for the next battle, but don't go thinking every encounter you have is a fight. You know, that's kind of like the old adage. If your only tool's a hammer, you tend to treat every problem as a nail. So, you know, we want a bigger toolkit intellectually and emotionally. God bless and happy Friday, everybody. Hey, don't turn it off yet. Read this quote. It's a pretty good quote. Pause it if you have to. In fact, it's a great quote. Came across it yesterday and looking for quotes about conversation. I hope you have good conversations in your life, and I hope you have a great day. And hey, here's the end panel. Get over yourself. You'll be happier if you do. Have a great day. Bye.